So by the time we had gotten to Bruce Banner, I had actually had different variations of my band. I had worked with many caliber musicians, so many different levels of musicians. I mean, I have worked with some of the best of the best of the best to some of the um, newest of fresh musicians. I had worked with on so many different levels, touring musicians, garage band musicians, those are all in between. And so by then, I pretty much knew what I was looking for when it came to a band, and um, just exactly what was necessary for me to be able to work with them, what that looked like, what their mindset was like. And of course, this went through a lot of different grooming and processes for me to get to this place. But by then, I had pretty much knew what it was that I was looking for. And I was able to get that. But like I said, by the time we had, got to Bruce Banner, we had performed 1 trillion times, 1 trillion gazillion times in Rod's place, in his studio, using it as a rehearsal place, using my place as a rehearsal place, going to actual rehearsal places, going to different shows. Like, we had performed the material so much. And so we also still was even having done all that, we still were a fairly new band that had went prior to so many musicians to get, I ain't gonna say so many musicians, but so many changes to get to where we were by this point. So I think by then we were just tapped out. And so, not to throw the band under the bus, it's just what it was at that time. So, I mean, it was a very interesting time. But we were able, despite all odds, to still create JUNO the Late Bloomer. But like I said, Bruce Banner was a spawn of that discord, and I'm so thankful for it. It's just so beautiful how things work. And it was so fun to make that process and to explore new versions of myself, and to, even though I wasn't 100%, I was able to see new parts of myself that I had not ever really allowed myself to honor in its fullness. And definitely before I did, but this time, like I said, I was able to own it. And that hits differently when you own your power, and you understand your power. Before I was doing it, not knowing what I was doing, or not knowing the power of the role, or not knowing that that's actually what I was doing, or undermining, devaluing myself, or just not knowing that what I was doing was of value. It was really good to be able to do that. And so, in that discord, we were able to come up with something, myself, Fuda, and Elijah. We were able to come up with the start of a whole new album, which I am so excited. I've been waiting a long time to even begin to start releasing the songs from that album. But first things first, JUNO the Late Bloomer. This is a long-awaited process. Y'all have no idea. No idea.